Hello and welcome to our third movie clip video and in Adobe Flash CS3. So on this one, the goal is to show you how you can put a movie clip within another movie clip. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this truck. I'm also going to show you how to modify pictures from the internet instead of just drawing it. So I'm going to take this picture, I'm going to delete the wheels, I'm going to delete the whole background, I'm going to use the truck. Then I'm going to make my own wheels in a movie clip that actually the wheel already rotates, and I'm going to cut out a part of the hood, and I'm going to put in an engine that actually bounces and shakes a little bit. So there you have it. That's the start of what our goal is. So I'm just going to turn these instructions off to start with, and I'm going to be on the truck layer, so I'll probably call it truck. I really strongly suggest that you mark layers, because as things get more and more complicated, it can get harder and harder to figure out where things are. So you can highlight. I'm going to show you that you can't highlight just part of the picture right now because it is still together. So how do you get it apart? You break it apart. You go Control B to break apart, and now it's broken apart. And now you can see with the black arrow tool I can highlight part of it and then just hit delete. And that's how I do the first part really fast. And it helps just get rid of a lot of stuff. And so I'm just clicking and holding down and dragging with the black arrow tool, and then we can delete these parts. Then sometimes this works with a picture, sometimes it doesn't. You can try the lasso tool, and then down here to choose the magic wand, and you can click on that and it actually selects the color. So if the colors are similar on the outside, it works quite well. But you can see they're quite different here, so it doesn't work quite as well. So now I'm down to the eraser tool. And the eraser tool, just like the paint tool, you can change the size of it, change the shape of it. And again, I said I'm going to get rid of the tires, right? So I'm not going to do this perfect, because you don't need to sit and watch me do this. But you should do it. Now, you don't need to use a truck. You can do whatever you wish, whatever kind of car. Or if you have a different idea that uses two movie clips that sits inside another movie clip, you can do that. Okay, not perfect, but it'll work. Now you should do yours better than this. Now, so this is the truck layer. Then I'm going to go Insert, New Symbol, and I'm going to try and call it Wheel. And I'm going to make sure it's a movie clip. And then it goes here, and I'm going to grab a circle tool, and I'm going to start with a Shift and an Alt. And then I'll start again with a Shift and an Alt. Actually, I should have done the bigger one first, and I'll make it black. Then I'll take another circle, which is perfect, and I'm going to go something like that. Control G, Control G to group that, right click, arrange, send to back. This one's going to need to get smaller. Shift and Alt key. Now, then I'd probably do some sort of spokes to make it look give it some mag wheels. I'll go Control G. And then Control C and Control V. And Control C and Control V. Then I'll go Control G. And I'll go right click, create motion tween. And I can come back and edit this later. And I'm just going to go F6. And I'm going to go in the first one. You go in the properties panel and tell it to go, my truck was heading that way, so I'll probably go counterclockwise. My truck was heading that way, so I'll do that. And I'll go back to scene 1. I'll go right click, convert to symbol. I'm going to call that truck. And then you notice I've got a truck here. I've also got a wheel. So let's go into the truck. I'll move it here. I'll go F5 to make the truck last. And I'll add another layer. And I'll call this wheel 1. And make another layer. And call it wheel 2. Now, wheel 1 will come into here. Now, oh, I put it on wheel 2, so that's okay. And I'll drag the wheels below the truck layer. And I'll call that layer truck. And then I'll take this wheel, okay, and now I'll put it on the wheel 1 layer. Now if I go back to scene 1 and I got this truck, I can make it way smaller. I'm just going to go Control Z. I'm going to make it way smaller. And then I'm going to take the truck and I'm going to go right click, create motion tween. Uh-oh, something wrong here. So there was other stuff on the layer. Okay, I got rid of it now, so now it'll work. Because remember, motion tweens can only have one object per layer. So right click, create motion tween, go to the very end, and press F6. And now, if I go Control Enter, it actually looks like the wheels are moving. So if you wanted, you could also do something else, like make an engine move or put a little cloud of smoke behind it, which would work really well. Why don't we make a little cloud of smoke? So I'm going to go Insert, New Symbol, and we'll call it Exhaust. And I go OK. And we got to find exhaust. Well, we're right here. I'll just take a circle. And then we'll go F6. just kind of move around a little bit. So it looks like some exhaust is coming out. You could do fancier things with that yet, but just watch how this looks. We can go back to scene 1. We actually don't need to be in scene 1. We need to be in the truck. We'll make another new layer. We'll call it exhaust. And we just find exhaust in here. And then we go back to scene 1 and go Control Enter. And you can kind of see the exhaust flowing out the back. Now, what does a finished version of this one look like? You want to have at least 2 movie clips inside your truck movie, whether it's a car or a truck, or whatever you decide to do, but you also got to have a background. So this one's going to take a lot more effort, and I'll show you a finished version of it. So I've got some nice wheels. The truck, I actually had the truck move on a motion path. And where did I get all these from? I actually copied and pasted all these little different things for a background from Illustrator, because they have these symbols in Illustrator. So that's where I did it. You can hand draw it, or you can grab things from Illustrator, but you got to have some sort of vehicle or something with a movie clips within movie clips. That's movie clip 3. Thanks for watching.